Unfocused.
Oh, snap.
Yes, right.
I'm pouring soda and doing soundboard shit at the same damn time.
At the same damn time. Welcome to the new episode.
Episode 173.
Which is...
Damn, that's a good question, actually.
Alright, I'm T.
I am AJ Twist.
And yes, welcome to this episode of Unfocused. Don't forget, you can always download us for free on iTunes as you like. You can follow us on Twitter at Unfocused28 or at Collision28. You can go to our main website and download our any of our episodes off collision28.com.
Yeah, let's look for the Unfocused Podcast link up there.
Twitch.tv/Unfocused.
Nope.
No, /Collision28 is
Yep.
how you're going to be able to watch us live.
Yeah, when we go live.
And
Also, YouTube. YouTube.com/UnfocusedPodcast. So, if you end up missing the live show, you can actually watch a bit of it on the YouTubes there. 173. Why can't I... What order is this in? See. Okay, I got it. 173. 173 is... Drum roll? We need a drum roll. I don't have that. That's one thing I'm missing. Cleffa. Wait, when did we do Pichu?
Last week.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, man, I didn't hear that one.
We're on the minis now.
Yeah, holy shit, yeah, for a little bit.
All right,
Yeah.
so, this is a podcast about video games, movies, nerd stuff. Cool
Comic
stuff.
book stuff, anime stuff.
Yeah.
If it's cool, we talk about it.
There you go. AJ, tell us about your Unfocused week. What have you been doing?
Yes, let's give some relevance to what we've been up to. Last week, I did get my my Steam controller. I got it Wednesday, actually. It actually came a day earlier than I thought it would.
How is it?
It is very interesting. I like the feel of it. It feels awesome. And it has so many possibilities with it. You have, not only do you have the normal buttons right here, like what you see here,
Yeah.
but these touch pads up here, the left and right, where normally with a D-pad would be and like a joystick would be sometimes, they're touch pads. So you can use them as mouse input. So you can have an actual mouse going on here.
Damn.
Or there's a couple other things you can do with it, which I'll go over in a second. Also, you have your shoulder buttons like normal, your bumpers and your triggers, and then you also have paddles back here too. So you have
extra buttons.
you have an extra button down there. Also, these touch pads up here, the left and right, they're also buttons too. You can push them in, so they click in as well. So
Do you like using it is the question.
Yes, I do like using it a
Okay.
lot. Awesome. And you can customize all those buttons to do whatever you want. So like it doesn't have to be just mouse movements for these touchpads. I can have them do something else. For example, right now I'm playing Stardew Valley, so that's part of my Unfocused week as well.
Right.
And actually set this controller up because on Stardew Valley you have a set bar of items that you can use. And so on the keyboard, it's a keyboard and mouse game. But when you want to use one of your items, you go up and push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one of those buttons up there, right? To choose the item that you want to use. You don't have that here on the controller. So in order to go through your item, you can actually set one of the touchpads to be a menu of some sort. And then you can set the buttons that you want it to be menuized. So like, I can, like when you touch it, a little window will pop up and it'll give you a grid of the numbers or the letters or whatever you want to push. And so you can actually put what buttons you want to be in those buttons.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of. Yeah. So it's like hotkeying.
It's like, yeah, in a way it's like hotkeys, exactly. Actually, you can do hotkeys too if you wanted to.
That was my next question. Could you play like computer games and shit?
Yeah, you can put hotkeys to certain buttons if you want. Also, there's a thing you can do that I haven't explored yet because it sounds too complicated, that if you push a button, it will change all the other buttons on the controller too if you want it.
Oh, okay.
So you can have one set of buttons, but as soon as you touch or push one button in, then
commands.
all those other buttons will be new commands, exactly.
Damn,
so you can do
alright.
something like that too.
And what are they? Have you tried it out in any other game besides the Stardew?
The first game I tried it out in actually was Portal, because the main reason I got this was to play first-person shooter games.
Okay.
And so Portal was the first thing I could think of where I can go into a game without, where I can test it out, where I'm not in the threat of, any like violence going on, like you would in a shooting game. So that's what I did. And it took me a while to actually get it set the way I wanted, because again, I can play Splatoon. So I was trying to get it to Splatoon feel.
Okay.
The one cool thing, though, because in Splatoon, when you move the controller around and you want to reset it to the center point and you just push Y or something like that, and it resets the camera at center,
Yeah.
you can't really do that with this controller.
No, that's one of the best parts about Splatoon.
Yeah, but it's because the game is made for that. They
made a special controller
Yeah, so the
just
game,
for that.
exactly. They have a special button just so you can do that. So, all these other games, they're not made with that in mind. So you got to do it yourself. As I was trying to set up the controller for that, though, I found out that you can actually do a thing where if your finger is touching the trackpad, then it will register motion controls. But the moment you remove your finger from the trackpad, it's no longer going to register those motion controls. So that was my way of getting the reset.
Okay.
So like I'll just say I'll take my finger off of it, reposition my hand where it should be, and then I'll put my finger back down, and then motion controls are reactivated again. Don't have to push anything. I just need to touch the pad, which I was using anyways because I was using it to move around and stuff like that. So it made sense to do that. So that was my workaround with that, which was working pretty good, but I was still kind of getting motion sick, like playing with it. And so there's a bunch of little tweakings that I was trying to do. I was trying to, mess with the sensitivity and all that, and stuff like that. Eventually, I just went straight into Tomb Raider to try to do all those commands.
Oh, nice.
And I kind of got it working. Almost got it working to my liking. It just needs some more tweaking and all that. And I wasn't in the mood for all that, messing around with it to get it just right. So that's when I went to Stardew Valley and started playing that. And I've been playing nothing but Stardew Valley since.
Nice. Okay. All right.
But Stardew Valley, if you know what it is, it's like Animal Crossing. Actually, a lot of people compare it to Harvest Moon.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played Harvest Moon, though.
It's kind of like a format of an RPG, but it's more about growing and crops and...
That's what freaking Stardew Valley is.
It makes sense. Harvest Moon was a big deal for some reason.
Yeah, it was. But people like those simulator games where you do nothing. Like there's no...
You just live.
There's no competition, There's just, do what you want and see what happens and just do stuff,
It's like people that like slice of life animes. Like, I like some of them, but like I don't want to see animes about people living regular life. Like, I don't know. That's just me. It can be fun.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Like, I can see myself maybe trying an anime like that, but I wouldn't go out of my way looking for it,
Right? Same thing with the game. Like, if I came across one or I heard it was super dope like that, like, that'd be cool, but...
Yeah.
It sounds like this one lives up to it, though, right? You're having fun?
Oh, yeah, I like it a lot. Like, because I played Animal Crossing, I played Sims, The Sims and all that, so, it has that vibe to it. And it's like a 16-bit platforming, like, game, or a 16-bit Super Nintendo-looking game. It has that type of graphics. And the game's a year old. So I think it came out last year around this time.
Okay.
Also, the game was made by one person. So
what?
It's an indie game.
One person made that whole game?
Yeah.
It looks pretty pro.
Yeah, no, it's pretty dope. It's pretty in-depth, too. Like, you just think, oh, yeah, you buy some, like, seeds, you get a hoe and make some, rows of dirt and put some seeds in it and water it every day. You think that's all it is, right? And then you sell your crops and make money. That's how you live. But there's so much more into it.
I'm sure there's a lot of managing and
there's a lot of that, but a lot of crafting. Also, you have an energy bar, so you can't just go all day just fucking chopping down trees and hoeing up fucking dirt and all that, because every time you swing something, you lose a little bit of energy.
Oh, okay. They went deep with this, huh?
So you got to kind of maintain that in a way. So you can't just go work heavy all day because you'll lose energy. But like on days where I was just doing nothing but plotting and planning shit and watering shit, by the time I was like halfway through a day, my energy was like almost gone.
Okay.
And the game is by days too. So every day, like you are in the game, you'll wake up 6 a.m. usually. You do your thing, and every 45 seconds or so, 10 minutes pass by.
Huh.
Like
okay.
So like about 10-20 minutes will pass by in about a minute.
That's cool that there's a ratio to it.
Yeah, and then usually when you're done with your day, when you don't want to do anything else, you just go into your house, go to bed. And you say you want to go to sleep, and that will save the game, and then you'll wake up, and it'll be the next day. So that's kind of how the game works there. And then there's seasons. You have, spring, summer, fall, winter. You can chop down trees. You can, break up rocks. You can slash down, grass and stuff like that, all to get materials. And all those materials, that they'll allow you to craft things, which will allow you to make other things better. For example, you can make barrels where you can, all your crops that you get, you can take one of your fruit crops and throw it in one of those barrels and leave it in there for a few days, and it'll become jam eventually, which would give it more worth, so
That's
you can sell
sick.
it for more money,
I like that.
Later on, you can get a coop where you can have chickens and stuff. Of course, chickens will lay eggs. You can collect those eggs. You can sell that for money. Or you can make another barrel thingy that will make you mayonnaise out of eggs. So you just put an egg in there.
What the fuck?
A couple hours later, it'll become mayonnaise, which will sell for more money. So yeah, there's crazy shit like that going on. There's a mine that you can go to, and once you start going in that mine, you actually got to start fighting things. So before you go in there, someone presents you with the sword, like, here, use this to defend yourself from things that lurk in the cave.
Yeah.
And then once you have that sword, then all of a sudden you have not only an energy bar, but you also have a health bar that you got to worry about too. So if you get attacked, you lose health. And yeah, it's just stuff like that. Also, you can meet other townsfolk, and you can make friends with them. You can get to the point to actually marrying some of them eventually too. If you make friends with some of them, sometimes they'll give you gifts. Wait,
let me ask
stuff like that.
Can I ask what the real gamers probably want to know?
What's that?
Can you kill anybody? Mm-mm. Okay, just wonder.
You can't. No. There's tricks too, like to because you know how I said every time you swing an item, you lose energy.
Yeah.
2 items that you can swing that won't lose energy is a sword and a scythe. So most people equip those to their active weapon or their active item. So when they're walking around town, if they accidentally click a button, they'll swing that instead of like a shovel or something like that that's going to make you lose energy, So since you can swing a sword and scythe around like all willy-nilly, you'll think maybe I can kill someone, but there's been plenty of times I walk by someone and actually, swung my sword and nothing happened. So
okay,
so no, you can't kill people.
Good to know. Good to know.
Also, there's like little events that go on in the game every so often too. So coming up in the game right now, because I'm in fall right now, there's like a harvest event where you can show off your crops and you can show off your biggest and bestest, crop that you've grown and stuff like that. So it's like stuff like that happens. There was like an Easter event I had back in the spring calendar time form where you can go around looking for eggs and stuff like that. So yeah, a bunch of little things going on. There's also little story things that go on sometimes. Like there's this homeless guy that lives in the village too, and there's a cutscene where like you run into him going through the garbage and stuff like that. And then it gives you option like what should you say to him? Should you say, "Oh, that's disgusting," or be like, ignore it, or be like, "Hey, man, that's cool. I understand." It gives you option
to see what path you go down.
I'm not sure if there's a path to like what you answer there or whatnot, but there's stuff like that going on too. There's a wizard as well. There's all these strange creatures that exist in the game. So there's all these other things that you could do if you want, but I don't think you need to. If you want, you can just farm every day and that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, there's no set path to the game. But if you are playing day by day, there's events that happen if you want to join in and stuff like that. And there's people you can talk to. But yeah, it's pretty much do whatever you want type of game. So yeah, I've been chilling out with it.
All right.
Also, what else? What are you going to say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Splatfest happened. To play some Splatfest. And it was comedy versus action.
Oh, comedy versus action. That's a cool one. I like that.
I chose comedy. Action won the popular vote, but comedy won all the battles.
Damn.
Therefore, comedy won.
The funny guys win.
Exactly. This was the first Splatfest for Splatoon 2 that I was able to play a whole session and get my rank up from fanboy all the way up to king. So I was comedy king by the end, and that's when I stopped.
Comedy king, nice.
So yeah, so that was dope. Also, I found out a couple things. Whenever you get your Splatfest shirt, remember Spike? Who like re-rolls your stuff?
Oh yeah.
So the new Spike, the little kid guy,
his son, maybe?
Like his protege, he's trying to be like him and stuff like that. Looks just like him though, but younger. When you go up to him with the Splatfest shirt, he gives you a deal. For 2,000 gold, you can re-roll the shirt, so you don't have to use your snails. And also, if you wanted to re-roll a shirt normally without snails, it's normally 20,000. But here you can do it for 2,000 or 200,000, or no, just 2,000. Sorry. As opposed to 20,000.
Okay.
Which is cool, which is a discount. Which is awesome. So you can take advantage of that and keep re-rolling. Also, me and Wags found out recently that when you re-roll items, you get ability chunks off of whatever was there before.
Sorry.
And with those ability chunks, if you collect enough chunks of a certain ability, then you can just tack it on to whatever item you want in the future.
Okay.
So, for example, if you want to run speed on a certain item, if you have about 10 chunks of run, then you can attach it to any item you want. And then you'll have that ability there. Which means you can get perfect items if you want it, if you collected enough chunks.
Nice. Oh, so that's how you get perfect items.
Yeah, that's one way. You can re-roll and get lucky with it, or you can just collect chunks. But every time you re-roll something, you'll get the chunks off of it, so you'll get like a shard of it. You'll get like 10% of it pretty much. And you need, 10 items pretty much to get one whole ability to put on something. And so I had an item that had already 2 run speeds, and I wanted to replace the last one with a 3rd run speed. And I was like, oh, I think I have 10 chunks of ability, the run ability, so I can just slap it on there as a 3rd spot and have a perfect, set of run speed on the shirt or whatever I was trying to use. And then I go try to place it on there, and it's actually 30 chunks needed to put it on there instead of 10. So I was like, what the heck? So now I found out that every time you add an ability to it, if you want to repeat the ability, it's an additional 10 on top of the usual 10. So if you want the first run speed slot that's already there, then it's 10. Or if there's nothing already on there, it's 10. If you want a second run ability, then it's 20. If you want a third run ability, and it's 30. If you want them all different, then it's just 10 all the way through.
Well, sounds like at least they made it simpler, easier to get it. That's cool.
It's not easy though; it's more work. But
I mean, at least it makes more sense. Right?
You can't abuse it in that sense.
Ah, that's the point. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
and then also I figured too with your Splatfest shirt before the Splatfest ends, go to the Spike Junior dude and what do you call it? Scrap everything on your shirt for 2,000 because it's cheap, and then you get abilities from those, and you don't have to re-roll it or anything like that. Or just keep it rolling if you want. If you want to collect chunks, that's a thing I'm thinking of doing in the future. Just take advantage of it and just collect ability chunks.
Nice.
Also, super snails. You can get one every time you level up. I just found that out too.
Dope.
And apparently I missed out for the first like 30 times. I'm like level 32 now though. But yeah, that's been my. Oh yeah, and TMNT season 4 is fucking crazy. Been watching the Nickelodeon series. Season 4 of Turtles lately. We just finished it, and dude, it's fucking sick. The beginning of it is a little boring because they're in space and shit, but I thought the whole season was going to be of them in space. It's actually not. Only like half the season is them in space, and right when they come back, everything just fucking turns around and just goes fucking crazy, and it gets fucking deep and dark and shit like that, man. Like, so if anyone's watching or is interested in watching the new Nickelodeon actually this whole thing just finished actually recently. But if anyone's interested in watching it, it's actually really good, and it actually does have its dark moments and shit.
The last season was what, season 7?
Season 5 is the last season, which I just happened.
All right. Damn, okay, cool. So, other things for my Unfocused week.
I had a very eventful week. I did a lot of shit.
I see, motherfucker. But yeah, I got to play more StarCraft, of course, getting better at that, getting a few wins here and there. I got this Last Jedi... what is it called? Visual Dictionary. It's kind of thing where it breaks down everything, like what all the items are, what all the clothes are that people are wearing and shit like that, what it means. By
DK, which is a book company that I've seen like growing up and shit.
Yeah, they actually used to do a bunch of these for the, I don't know if they did for the original, but they did for the prequels when they came out, so they've been doing it for Star Wars for a while. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It actually gives a little bit of history about some characters that people always complain don't have enough history, so it's kind of cool. You learn a little bit about what Snoke has and like... You know, kind of gives clues to who he might be or like what he was doing beforehand.
Crazy.
But yeah, I still don't care who the fuck he is. He's fucking dead. Anyway,
I think he's important still, but we'll see.
It could be. I still think there's a chance for that. Other things I've been working on. I finished the new book of Saga. I bought that. They're on book 8 now. That book is so awesome. It's written by the same guys who wrote Runaways back in the day. The original Runaways run.
Crazy.
Yeah, he makes a lot of good stuff. Like, Brian K. Vaughan's the shit. Paper Girls, he writes that too. That's the other one.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. So he writes really good comics, and so Runaways is the shit. It's like a space opera kind of thing. And then otherwise, a bunch of new anime came out. Seven Deadly Sins, the first episode came out this week. And that was the one where I told you it has one of the writers from Slayers on it.
Oh, okay.
The Magic and Sword show.
Yeah, like when you said it right now, like that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's all on Netflix except for this, obviously the new one. It's airing week by week.
Okay.
But other than that, like it's all there. You should definitely check it out if you get a chance. And then otherwise, another cool anime. This is a really weird one I've been watching. It came out too. There's only 2 episodes out called Pop Team Epic. And and the cover of the anime is 2 little schoolgirls badly drawn on purpose, and they're just flicking you off, and it's like blurred out.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And it's like a comedy, and it's like a whole bunch of short skits.
It's an anime.
It's an anime, yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's only 10 minutes every episode, and there are a whole bunch of short skits like slammed together,
like an SNL anime or some shit.
Basically, yeah, but like fast paced and shit.
Oh, like Robot Chicken.
Yes, like Robot Chicken, but it's always these same 2 characters, and they're just always doing like ridiculous, over the top shit. And like one time, like for example, one of the skits is they're sitting in the airport, right? Mm-hmm. And this lady comes out, pushing the food, and she looks at the character and says, "Chicken or beef?" And the character fucking just balls her fist up and gets mad, and veins start popping out of her fist. And then her friend jumps in the way and says, "Beef." And she spits and says, "Your life just got spared." I was like, what the fuck? She was so offended that she didn't just give her beef. Like, she asked her chicken or beef. Like,
wow.
They just give them random scenarios like that and, like, how they handle them. And it's weird.
That's funny. That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good show. I like it a lot. It's called Pop Team Epic. Pop Team Epic. It's pretty funny. The manga's huge in Japan, so this is the beginning of the anime. But yeah, with that, should we get into a little bit of news?
I was going to mention something. All right, fine, we'll do that.
Okay.
This is the news.
Let's do it.
The news.
All right. This is the main part of the show where we talk about all the new stuff coming up this that we found out the past week or so.
Yeah, any news that's going on that we feel like we want to mention to you guys, we'll talk about it here. Anything that we just feel like we need to like bring to your guys' attention and give you our perspective on it.
Yes.
But anyways,
So first piece of news, you heard about Donald Trump calling Haiti a piece of shit country, a piece of shit country or some shit like that. A shithole country. There you go.
is that what he said? I heard he said some shit about it, but I didn't know exactly what he said.
Yeah,
I just heard someone was mad.
He's basically said like
A lot of people were mad.
he doesn't care about our relations with Haiti because they're a shithole country, right?
Wow.
Immediately after this tweet came out, a pretty famous journalist named Sarah J. Benincasa, there you go.
Okay.
She offered $300 to anyone who will ask and show proof of someone asking Donald Trump about America's relations with Wakanda. She'll give you $300 if you ask him. I don't know if this is still offered. Someone probably already did it by now, I would assume, because this is like a week now.
Okay.
But she's offering. I dare you ask this fool about relations with Wakanda. See what he says. And
I was just thinking right now when you're bringing up the story, like, what does this have to do with what our show is about? And there it is, Wakanda.
For anyone that doesn't know what Wakanda is, that's the fictional African country that's like a superpower in the world. And
in the world of Marvel.
In the world of Marvel, yeah. And it's the movie that Black Panther is going to be based in.
Yes.
The location Black Panther is going to be based in coming up. It was a funny little piece of news I saw. I was like, oh, man. People are really not happy with this fool about this shit. I would have loved to hear someone ask him because, he often doesn't know where countries are and shit.
That's funny.
So I feel like he just might have been like, oh, we have a pretty good standing with Wakanda, blah, blah. I could see it.
Yeah, we're getting some good vibranium out of there, so
Yeah,
all is good,
They got a stone, they're talking about trades. We'll see what's up.
I heard someone mentioning, I don't know where I heard this, but they were like discussing, like, is this era the end of politicians running for president?
Yeah, because everyone wants Oprah to elect.
Yeah, everyone's talking about Oprah.
God.
There's talk about Kanye a while back too. What's his name?
We already had Jesse Ventura, a whole bunch of motherfuckers like that. Right?
Mark Zuckerberg was Facebook ownership talking about becoming president, or people are thinking like he's going to be running next time, next couple of years.
It'd be horrible.
But yeah, it's interesting.
All right.
Hopefully they know where Wakanda actually is.
Yeah, it's very important to the future of the country. AJ?
All right. So remember Project Natal?
Oh, wait. Sounds really familiar.
Sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, because it was something that Microsoft was working on for a while, but it ended up coming out to be Kinect.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Okay, yeah.
So the Kinect, and it rolled out with the 360 back in the day, right? And then it rolled into the Xbox One when that launched. And then last year, actually, in October, they actually said that they're going to stop making it.
Oh yeah, I think you said something about that.
Yeah, when the Xbox One first came out, everyone was upset because the Kinect was like a thing that needed to be with the system, and you needed to connect it with it, and everyone was all upset about it. Like, why do we need this? We don't need it to use it. Like, Microsoft needs to do something. Also, people were complaining that the Xbox One was expensive when it first came out, so everyone was saying, "Yo, just get rid of the Kinect. We don't need it. Like, no one uses it. Just remove it or make it like a separate thing to buy optionally, so you can drop the price of the Xbox One." And Microsoft eventually did that. And then, slowly, it just started getting pushed away from the Xbox services and that whole universe and stuff. And now, finally, the last nail in the coffin, Microsoft is no longer making the adapter that allows you to connect the...
that's fucking game over, bro. That's how
connect to the system.
That's like handing you divorce papers. Right there.
Yeah, but back in October, though, they actually stopped production of the actual system itself, and now they've stopped production of the adapter that allows you to connect it to the system. So anyone
hoping to get it and go back on it, they're stopping that. Basically, you can't even go back and
so it's no longer going to be a thing with the Xbox. Although that thing is pretty popular with just computer in general, and it's very popular in like the. With the hospitals and shit like that, because it's very useful in those sense. It's just not useful for gaming. That's the only thing it's not really useful for. I mean, there's a couple of games that did take advantage of it, but no one really liked it that much. But yeah, that thing's better than fried chicken. Is that what you say?
Right? That's my line right there, man. I love that you used it. That was great timing. I'm proud of you.
Oh, wrong button. Where's my ba-da-bam? All right,
I think
I got to relearn my fucking buttons.
The
up here
moment's
now.
passed.
It has. It has.
All right, hey, so let's talk real quick. All right, were you done with that piece of news?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Quick.
And so is Microsoft.
So is Micro. Damn, I just got deep. Let's switch systems real quick. Nintendo. Finally, I had mentioned it a few episodes ago that there's going to be a new World Ends With You project coming out.
Oh,
Nintendo.
this is part of my news, but yeah, go for it.
Oh, do you already have it?
No, go for it. 'Cause there's more to it. I'll tell you more about the whole Direct.
Okay.
Because they announced that as well. That was the first thing that came out with their Direct last week.
Okay, so let's talk together. So, one thing they mentioned, there's a little bit more detail on it. The game...
Oh, cool. I don't have any more detail. Oh, no, wait, okay. The more detail was from the Direct. But go on.
Okay, well, if you have more, please add on.
No, probably not. Go for it.
But it's going to be on the Switch officially. They have
Correct.
said. They have also said that the game is going to have a new epilogue ending that will shed new light on the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, more information than me.
Yeah, which, this is one of my favorite games of all
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So I bet you paid attention to this shit.
Yeah, I was watching it. They're going to recreate the classic fighting style of the game, which is very big to the game. That's why everyone loves it. Like, you control two characters at once, which is a bitch the first time you try to learn the game.
Yeah.
Did I ever let you try that shit?
No, but I seen you playing it back in the day.
Yeah, when you're first trying to learn it, that shit's a bitch. Like, you just keep dying over and over because you can't keep your eye on both characters.
Right.
Yeah, it's back when the DS had top and bottom screens.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to be reinventing that same fighting style with either...
Yeah, how are they going to do that? That's what I was wondering, too.
They said it's either going to be the Joy-Con controller, which
Here
is
it
one
is.
option. Oh, there's pictures and videos and...
Yeah, this is from the actual Direct.
I didn't know about this. Damn. It looks awesome. They said it's either going to be with your option of the Joy-Con controller or the Nintendo Switch's touchscreen. So you have two options to use their fighting style. And, wow, new character, huh? Oh, shit, new character. What the fuck?
Oh, shit, that's a new character? So, yeah, later this year, and it's actually, the full name of it is The World Ends With You Final Remix.
Yes, and if this sounds familiar to anyone, this is also what they call Kingdom Hearts. And guess what? This is made by the same people that made Kingdom Hearts and the same artists that made Kingdom Hearts. So that's why they also called it by that. But yeah, World Ends With You Final Mix will be out later this year. I'm definitely getting a fucking Switch now.
Finally.
I was definitely going to get one,
Finally.
but now I want to speed it up a little bit more.
Do it, man. They're widely available now. I see them every time now in like Target and shit like that. So you shouldn't have any problem finding them. Dude, get one. Get on Splatoon with me and Wags because we're like, dude, we need to fucking be playing with some bitches.
Once I get one, that's probably all I'm going to do is play Splatoon. I already know. That's what happened last time. Remember?
Yeah, that's all we did. Yeah,
that's all we did is play fucking Splatoon. All right, news, AJ.
Yeah. So more on that Direct. So that was one of the first thing they announced last week. As a mini Direct. One other thing that they mentioned too was some stuff about Pokken DX.
Oh, the fighting game.
Yeah, the Pokemon fighting game. So new character, Angus. Oh my god, I can't even say his name.
What the fuck is that? That's it?
Angus Lash.
I've never even seen this fucking
He's
Pokemon.
from Black and White.
Okay, that's why I never seen him.
But no, he's a pretty in the actual Pokemon game. He's actually like a top tier fucking Pokemon you can use in the game.
Oh, so it's kind of a big deal they brought him into this, huh?
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah. But yeah, it looks like there's some paid DLC going on in Pokken Tournament now. There's 2 different waves coming out. Yeah, as it's saying right here in the video, if you're watching live. Also, Blastoise is going to be a playable character. And then we got a couple new support characters there too, as you're seeing on screen right now.
Mew and Celebi, wow.
Yeah, and there's 2 other ones that they'll probably show in a bit too. But yeah, it's just something to look out for. I think the first wave comes out January 31st, and the second one, as I said right there, March 23rd. So the first wave is going to have Angus Slash. I can't even say his damn name.
Angus Slash.
And then the second wave will have Blastoise. But yeah, that's some DLC. It's like a season pass type of thing going on with that.
Okay.
Also, a couple of other things that I'm going to let play in the background. Kirby Star Allies coming out March 16th. For Switch, it looks like there.
It looks like it captures the original Kirby feel that you can bring your friends in, right? Yeah. Look, there you go.
Actually, you can do 4-player co-op.
4? You can bring in 4 support characters?
Yep.
That's pretty sick.
And you can throw each other around and shit like that, like a friend throw.
Oh, yeah. Hey, the other Kirby used to have that, too. It was really hard to do. I'm guessing they're going to make it easier. That's pretty sick. You can all ride together and fucking fight. That's pretty sick. I love the Kirby games. I never imagined playing with 4 people, though.
That's crazy. But yeah, so that's a game that they announced too. Also, Hyrule Warriors. Let me see if I could find... Oh yeah, Mario Tennis is a new game that they announced too. A new sports game for Mario.
Oh, finally. Is this finally a sequel to Mario Tennis?
Yeah.
This is the first sequel since 64, right?
I think that's what they said too. This is the first tennis that they've made in a long time, and it also has like a story mode too, which is interesting. Like you can actually fight like a piranha plant with a fucking tennis racket and shit like that. They were showing too.
And oh shit, is that a sequel to Luigi's Mansion?
No, Mario Odyssey has a new mode that they're adding pretty soon too.
Oh, it's a mode. Okay.
Yeah. Where you can grab a balloon and hide it anywhere in the city, and then one of your friends or something, or whoever you're playing with, can go and find it. So you can this wide open world map and shit like that. And you can go around anywhere, and now you can play like a hide and seek game with it too.
Sounds like a good way to get comfortable with the controls, huh?
Maybe, yeah, cool little game. Like just adding more to like what's already there. Also, the one thing I wanted to show off was Hyrule Warriors. There it is, a definitive edition.
Oh, what? Definitive?
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors.
You can be the cuckoos?
I don't know anything about this game, dude. So I guess so.
You saw that though, right?
Yeah.
The cuckoo was doing a special.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, I did see that. I
You
saw
know
a
the
chicken.
cuckoos. You know the chickens. When you
Yes.
hit them, they fucking start
Oh,
swarming
okay.
on you.
So
and
they have
shit.
a name. They have a special name.
Yeah, they're called cuckoos.
That's crazy.
And as you know, in any Zelda game, you fucking hit them too much, they start swarming on you. Even in Link to the Past.
Yep. Yeah, that's where I know them from. Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Also, one of the biggest one for us fighting gamers is the announcement of what is this called again?
Oh, King of Fighters?
Yeah, it's a KOF Heroine Tag Team Frenzy.
What the
So
fuck?
an all-female fighting game, but it's a
two-player
legit
tag team?
It's a legit 2D fighter.
It is.
KOF.
This
Or
is
actually,
coming
no,
on
my bad.
Nintendo?
It's not KOF. I'm sorry. This is SNK Heroines Tag Team
Oh,
Frenzy.
so they can be females from any KOF, any SNK game.
From any SNK game, yeah.
That's sick. Okay.
So yeah, it looks pretty dope. Actually, looks pretty legit. It's supposed to
Pretty
be coming
flashy
out
too.
Yeah, it's very pink and glittery and stuff like that, and rainbowy. Actually, one thing you see the outfits they're wearing right there.
Mm-hmm.
In the Japanese version, they had more skimpier outfits. The American version looked a
Fucking
little more censored.
Weak ass Americans.
So that's one thing to keep in mind. But also, I think they're gonna heavily try to sell DLC on this
Yeah, because the outfits, I can already see
Yeah,
like
good.
they had all kinds of clothes and shit.
Exactly, yeah. There's a bunch of like a lot of the just additional items you can add on, clothing and all that shit.
So we're training at this for Evo, right?
I don't. it may not make it to Evo. It's coming out in the summer, and Evo drops in the summer.
So next Evo.
if anything, there might be a side tournament for it. I could imagine. I could see that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's like one of the highlights from the fucking for the direct. Also, they announced what was it? I think it's a little thing they mentioned right here. Yeah, Neo Geo Art of Fighting 2 as a eShop type of thing,
Yeah.
virtual console type of thing that you can get now. But and also a couple other things really quick. Payday 2 is a game coming pretty soon as well to the Switch. End of February. DK Country, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is getting a remake that now allows you to use Funky Kong as a playable character.
No, you can finally be funky?
Yeah, and he's on a surfboard and shit, and he can ride waves and shit, and he does this fucking crazy helicopter shit with the surfboard to fly around and stuff like that.
Yeah, you better get a plane at some point, you know? Like,
Right? So yeah, you can do some Funky Kong in that now. And then also Dark Souls Remastered coming out May 25th. Dark Souls is like a game where people like love to hate it or hate to love it.
is it the one that's really hard, right?
Yeah, it's like when you die, you reset to like the beginning or some shit like that. Like you have to play the game without dying pretty much. And if you die, like you fucking lose the whole game. It's like playing hardcore in like Diablo or something like that. But yeah, that's some Nintendo Direct stuff
All right, that was pretty cool.
from last week.
Pretty good news, actually. In movie news, there's been an announcement about the Batman.
The Batman.
You know the movie, The Batman?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the first Batman fucking movie in this franchise. Don't get me wrong, that's all backwards in the DC shit. But anyway, so the Batman is still gonna be controlled by Ben Affleck.
Okay.
He's still gonna be Batman in it. It's not gonna be part of the DC continuity.
Of course. Damn it. These
What the
motherfuckers.
fuck, man? Like,
I don't
what's
know.
the point of a Batman movie if it doesn't fit into the fucking story, right? Like, because everyone was kind of hoping that. You saw in Batman vs Superman.
Oops.
He has like the Robin suit that was burned down, and it says "haha," like the Joker fucking did that clearly, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was hoping this movie was going to be in the past, like a backstory about like what happened. No, we don't know, or maybe it will be, but it's not going to matter because it's not connected. But the same actor is going to be in it though, but it's not connected.
What the fuck?
And the same character, but it's not connected, and the same company, but it's not connected. DC, you're playing a very dangerous game here, guys. I don't know. I just don't understand what doing. I don't think they do either.
Seriously.
They should just make all their animated shit live action movies and just do it that way.
Face, bitch. Don't you know the fuck I am?
That's how you feel about that, huh? So yeah, that's from Ben Affleck's mouth.
Wow. Is this the one that he's like wants to direct and all that?
Yeah, he's gonna be.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
I don't know if he made the decision or if DC told him because there's no details on that kind of thing. But yeah.
All right then. Well,
whatever.
I don't know. I got no words, man. I'm speechless. Like
They just keep fucking it up.
Yeah.
Every time I think they can't fuck it up anymore,
they go out of the way to try to do it.
they're like, wait, how can we like surprise people about how badly we can fuck this up? Like, I feel like that's what the meetings are about, you know? Like, all right, I'm about halfway through my news. I say, hit them with some music of the week.
I got a little bit more actually.
Hit me
I got one more thing that I want to go over real quick. Also, by the way, Reason in chat. Also, shouting out for Street Fighter. Oh yeah, Street Fighter AE just dropped.
Oh
edition.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but he's talking about Dark Souls and all that. Don't play it.
Don't play it. See, there you go. That's exactly what we're talking about. Divided community.
But that's one thing. AE just dropped Arcade Edition for Street Fighter V. Right now, you can play Sakura for free for like a limited time. I think it's for about a week or so. But then she's going to be behind the paywall or behind the fight monies that you got to earn to unlock characters and shit like that.
Can we talk about this Arcade Edition? Because I didn't know it was going to be all this.
Yeah, like this was announced a couple months back that it was coming out, adding the arcade mode, which is interesting, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about because I didn't think it was going to be like this. You know, like it's cool. I just didn't think it was going to be like this.
Yeah, I have no idea what to say about it. There's also like a new battle system, which I don't know how it works yet because I haven't really like dug into it yet. Also, there's new V triggers.
Yeah, everyone has 2 now, right?
Yeah, everyone has 2 V triggers now. So kind of like what did it mostly? Actually, both Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 3 did this, where you had like 2 supers, but it's not they're supers now. It's your V trigger, which is weird.
Oh, weird.
And everyone's V trigger is a little bit different. Some people have it like our characters, Karen and Laura, have it where you kind of have like a rage mode, I guess you can say. In a way.
Yeah, where you get a power up or a different move, right?
Yeah, but some characters have it where it's like it's a move. So I'm not sure what everyone's second V triggers are now, but that's something to play with. And then and as we talked about a couple episodes ago too, a bunch of new characters are in this season as well. The first is Sakura, and then the last one for this is going to be Sagat. And then I forgot all the other characters I mentioned. Cody's coming back. That was one of them. But yeah, I mean,
I thought they already had Cody.
4 had Cody.
Oh, it was 4. Okay, I'm so mad that 4 and 5 are so similar because I get so confused as to who's on the roster. That shows I don't play it enough, you know?
Right. But anyways, my other news, though, is another Nintendo thing that was just announced yesterday. Check this out. It's the thing that they called Labo. Nintendo Labo. Here's your first look at it, T. So, remember how the Wiimotes and stuff were like, they had you buy all these plastic instrument thingies that you can slap the Wiimote into until you can use it in a certain game?
Yeah.
Well, they kind of are taking that concept again to the point where you can actually put the whole console into something this time. But this time, it's cardboard.
Ooh, that's smart.
So you can buy all this cardboard stuff, but check this out. A piano. You can make a piano out of keyboard. You put the Joy-Cons in there somewhere, and then the system becomes a piano. And you can physically
play like that?
You can physically play a piano. Every key will make a different sound.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's so fucking trippy.
Dude, Nintendo's on. Is this Nintendo doing this?
Yeah, this is Nintendo shit.
Dude, this is fucking revolutionary. Are they serious?
And then check this out too. Like, you can make this little robot where you put the Joy-Cons on it, and then with the screen part of it, you can fucking push buttons to actually make the box move like a robot, just by the Joy-Cons being on it.
Hey, Nintendo, my hat's off to you. In a world where everyone's upbuilding and adding onto the tech you gotta buy, they fucking downbuilt. Damn, that's fucking crazy.
So yeah, you gotta build all this shit on your own though, but like once you have it, then you have all these games that I guess you can use with all these cardboard pieces.
Dude, because it's gonna be super cheap.
That's when I was talking about the robot.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's smart because it's gonna be super cheap, and they're gonna make profit. Dude, give me cardboard, bro.
It's cheap for them, exactly, to make and all that, but yeah, they're definitely gonna charge for it. But check this out. A robot.
What?
And I think you're wearing a mask with a screen in your face. I think that's what's going on there.
And the mask is cardboard.
Yes, and everything is made out of cardboard. And actually, the game tells you how to make this shit too, which is pretty dope.
Oh my god! Hey, I was just about to bitch, but I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna build this shit, but the game tells you how to do it.
The game tells you how to do it.
All right, this is kind of some revolutionary shit. I don't think us talking about
revolutionary. I mean, it's cardboard tea. Come on,
but it's cardboard revolutionary. I don't think us talking about it right now is enough to explain how this shit's blowing my mind right now. Look up
Labo.
Nintendo Labo, Labo. This shit is tripping me out.
Look at this fucking rubber band gearing shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. Of course, you can customize it to make it look however you want with just some markers and shit.
You can color it.
Some washi tape. Look at this shit.
Dude, let's talk about something else. This is blowing. I don't know if I'm ready for this right now.
Okay, first off, guess when this comes out. Actually, it's gonna say right now.
Today?
No, not today.
What is
Show me the date. There you go. 420.
Stop it. 420, 2018. Nintendo, you bastard. You know, all the high people are not going to get it working together on that same day. Trying to figure out how to...
Man.
They're going to break that shit. They're going to make extra money, dude.
Oh, man, that's crazy. But yeah, the pricing on that, though, is... I'm not sure about the pricing. From what I'm hearing like now, it's like $70 for like... most of the shit, and like $80 for like the robotic looking shit. Remember that confusing looking one with all the rubber bands and gear looking shit inside of it?
These guys are assholes. I thought they were gonna charge like $50 and like they'll still.
I was thinking like 15, 25, 30 at most, maybe.
Well, initially I was thinking 20, but then you started showing me all the crazy shit. I'm like, okay, maybe like 50, but 70? They're fucking evil, bro.
Yeah, it comes with the game though. You see. So maybe the game's like $60 and then you're actually like 10, 15, $20 for all the cardboard shit.
And if you need to get a second Labo, it should be like $20.
It should be. If you want to get the other set, they should, unless
without a game,
unless it's separate games for each part, because that robotic looking one looks like a complex game as opposed to the other things where most like, oh, just fuck around with it, you know. Piano, just make some sounds, you know. Little robot, oh, you can play with the robot, you know. I don't think there's like no actual game behind those, but that robot one, it looked like there was some game going on with that. Yeah, exactly.
And the thing that tells you how to build it, I'm sure that's going to be part of it.
I'm pretty sure that's part of each game on its own. I don't think that's its own like separate thing.
Either way, this shit's crazy. I think everyone needs to go YouTube this shit and take a look at it.
Yeah, but
Nintendo
you can
Labo. It looks crazy.
And then you can start pre-ordering it now on Amazon. I heard, and that's where those prices came from.
Evil bastard. All right.
And also, we have some competition in the world of podcasting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo Power Podcast is a thing that just started.
Oh no!
So they went from magazine to podcast.
Well, we got the edge on that because not only can we talk about anything beyond Nintendo, we can also cuss.
It's true.
That's my biggest weapon.
True.
All right, should we get into the music?
Oh shit, how do we do that again? Oh yeah, there's a music of the week button here and shit. All right,
we're back with Unfocused, and the first song was Lemon by NERD, and the second song was
San Holo with Lights, the Nitty Gritty remix.
And before we go back into news, I think I need my segment, man.
What, already? By the way, anyone watching live right now, new thing that we're going to try out doing is, anyone watching live just saw us, we're going to try to play maybe a match or two of some random video game during the music break. So there's something to actually see during the music break.
Most likely fighting or a puzzle or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Something that we just want to play. Or, if T is not interested, guys, to do something during a break, I'll probably just play Stardew Valley real quick.
Exactly. You'll get some kind of show. Kind of show in between.
That's something we'll try like on the live show. So anyone listening on the podcast or watching this on YouTube where you don't really see the music break, something and a reason to come by to catch us live on twitch.tv/collision28. Anyways... you said you needed your segment, huh?
I do.
You look like this smelling shit, so why you such a dick? You walk around like an attention on thing they said.
Dick moves! Dick moves! You make me sick!
Alright, so if you've been watching the show for a while, you know when this music is on, it's something like I'm really pissed off about, and specifically, I'm super fucking pissed at Fox.
Oh, shit.
For not one reason, but for three reasons.
Oh, shit. 1F, 2O, 3X.
Yeah, I was going to say 1F, 2U, you know? But no, fucking Fox did three things that pissed me off. Strike one, New Mutants, the horror X-Men movie, is pushed back till next year. Not this year.
Really?
Yeah, the middle of next year.
The new one that they've been dropping trailers for.
Yeah.
Until next year.
Yeah, we were supposed to get it
Okay.
early summer, but now we're getting it next year, midsummer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
All right, I heard some rumors that the movie tested good, not great,
Ah.
and that they were like, "Nah, we don't want it to be just good. We want to put more." And apparently, one of the major complaints could have been there wasn't enough horror for it to be considered a horror movie.
Then don't go for horror. Like, you're Marvel. You're a comic.
I think that since they already sold it like that, they're backed into a corner now. So they're going to put more horror into it. And, you know...
Do you think they're waiting this long to get that Disney money that's about to come through? Because it's supposed to take like 18 months for the whole thing to go through,
you know,
and to get finalized.
I wouldn't doubt that like there's some people in the sound crew or whatever that are going to get paid for that. Because I don't think the writing team gets any of that Disney money.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So,
but like, no, I mean like in the sense that
there's,
you know,
there's somebody that would get that Disney money for sure. So,
and like, no, I mean in the sense that the movie's waiting for the Disney money, like more money to come through so they can put more production behind it.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, maybe.
Because in a year from summer is about the time when everything should be finalized, where they can. But then that's when it's supposed to be dropping, so they have until then. So I don't know. Well, anyways,
part of that same point that I was making though, Deadpool got pushed forward.
Interesting.
Deadpool's coming out 2 weeks sooner than it was supposed to.
Okay, that's not
so
too ridiculous.
It kind of defeats that thing we were just talking about, because you would think they would push that back too.
Right.
But no, Deadpool's coming out sooner. New Mutants is pushed back. So this is strike one. I'm a little irritated with Fox about. Strike two, I'm actually mad.
I was going to say B.
Yeah. No. Strike two, I'm actually mad. Fucking Gambit movie lost its director.
Okay.
But they're still gonna fucking make it. And on top of that, they announced a Kitty Pryde movie is in development and a Multiple Man movie. Random X-Men characters. Yeah, right? Random as fuck.
Wrong one. I want the gasp. That's what I wanted.
I like the laugh was better. But they're just, it's not like they're not good characters. It's just, I mean, do you even remember much about Multiple Man and Kitty Pryde in the X-Men movies?
Kitty Pryde, yeah, but...
A little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Multiple Man was literally in it for like 10 minutes total. In all the movies. He was in it for 10 minutes total.
How do you know he was in it?
Yeah. He was like a distraction in the Phoenix, not the Phoenix movie, the Last Stand.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
He's being recasted anyway. James Franco's going to be Multiple Man. Now, listen, I've wanted an X Factor movie for a long time, and that's a story where Multiple Man's the leader, and basically he quits being in superhero teams and he makes a detective agency.
Huh, cool.
Yeah, and it's fucking badass.
Does he team up with Jessica Jones?
No, he teams up with Quicksilver and Wolfsbane and a bunch who's in New Mutants. He teams up with a bunch of fucking random people like that. People that basically were in the X Factor team he was in before.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, come join me in my fucking company because fuck X Factor. Fuck the government. Because the government's X Factor is a government-run mutant team. And so he's like, fuck the government. Just join me for my you know,
for my non-government run business.
Exactly. And so I think that's what the movie's going to be. It's probably going to be about his detective agency.
Okay.
But I'm mad because Fox could be... These movies they're announcing are just in development. They're not greenlit. You know what I mean? There's a difference between a movie being in development and a movie being greenlit. And they can't greenlight any movies while this deal's happening, as far as I know. So stop.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to, or you shouldn't be doing it, because...
Like, first off, you'd think legally they couldn't. But second off, just intelligently. Stop fucking greenlighting movies you guys may not be able to make. Or stop announcing movies you may not be able to make. Everyone's just going to be pissed off at the end, you know?
Or in the end, you're forcing Disney to make when they have bigger and better plans.
It could be that, too. They could be trying to back Disney in a corner. All right, and here's the ultimate dick move from Fox. Have you heard about that movie, Red Sparrow?
Mm-mm.
All right,
Is that sound like a Robin movie or some shit?
No. It would make more sense, but... So, Fox created their
Juggernaut movie.
Their own character. I thought this was like a character from the comics or something, and it wasn't. And this character is a woman who feels broken because she was raised as an assassin, had her humanity taken from her as a child. The assassin school is disguised as a ballerina school.
Wow. Okay, go on.
That's what else? What else do you need to know? They fucking straight up stole Black Widow's story.
They did.
They straight up made her movie before they could fucking make it.
Wow.
There's a trailer for it. You should check it out.
What?
There's already a trailer. Red Sparrow. There's a trailer. You're going to watch the trailer and your jaws is going to drop like, what the fuck?
And they did a color and an animal name.
Yeah,
Black
exactly.
Widow,
Yes,
Red Sparrow.
Yes.
Wow.
Dude, people are fucking pissed. Pissed, bro. Like, Marvel
Featuring
fans.
Scarlett Johansson.
Imagine she's in it, too. Yeah, she's not Black Widow, but she wears the same outfit, you know? Okay.
Like a reason fucking playing Path of Exile in the middle of our show. What the fuck you doing,
Fuck
Reason?
outta here, bro.
I see you on Steam.
All right, so let's go into the music news, the news music, because I want to lead this into one story.
Okay.
This is the news.
The news.
All right, so days after this Red Sparrow trailer drops,
Okay.
Marvel announces there's a Black Widow movie in development.
Wow.
Now, see, here's the thing.
Codenamed Red Sparrow.
Imagine. Black
We got
Widow,
you, bitches.
Red Sparrow, you know? Okay, I don't like this for a lot of reasons. One, Marvel is not supposed to respond to people by copying. Like, it's a weird move for Marvel to me. Even if it was already in development, they should have just kept their mouth shut.
But everyone's always wanted a Black Widow movie, though.
I know, but, like, it would have been better if they announced it on their own, because everyone's was already accusing Marvel of being sexist. You know what I mean? They were already accusing them of that. And now you only announce that the movie's in development in response to another movie? Like, I don't know, Marvel. That was a questionable decision. I think they should have just been quiet until there was a trailer, and then just put the fucking Black Widow trailer out. You know, like Black Panther. Like, no, I guess we kind of knew Black Panther was coming. That's true.
Yeah, we expected it.
But yeah, and again, this makes me mad because this is that thing again. Because her movie is going to happen in Phase 4, when and if it happens. Because it's only in development. It's not greenlit.
True. Okay. So like they're just like writing a script down and all that.
Yeah, they're writing a script. They're getting together with Scarlett Johansson. They're having meetings about money and that kind of shit. You know.
Yeah.
They're working on it. It's just weird, man. This Red Sparrow shit, it's just weird. Wait till I show you the trailer at the end of the episode. You're going to be like, wow, these motherfuckers didn't give a fuck for sure.
That's crazy. And Fox was doing that. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Some shady shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anyways. Back onto some other news.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I got a couple of other things here. So, for one, Shahrukh, the website. Shahrukh. Their forums. Pretty popular. Everyone knows the Shahrukh forums, right?
Yeah.
A couple of days or weeks ago, they announced that they're actually going to close down the forums because they weren't as busy as they once were. Given that, you know, social media is a huge thing now and everyone has their conversation there and stuff like that, and YouTube's a thing. People used to go to the Shahrukh forums to find out, you know, how to play a certain character, you know, what goes in the minds of, you know, the actual top players and, you know, to kind of discuss certain games, you know. But I guess it's not been getting that much, you know, movement or, you know...
attention?
Yeah, exactly. Or not enough people are actually there. It hasn't been that active as it used to be. So they decided to close it down. And then everyone got really upset because, I mean, that's how everyone in the fighting game community now has gotten their earphone from.
Hey, for us, that's how we started. Remember? That's how we started actually getting some semi-pro at fighting games.
Yeah.
Shahrukh.
Technically, I didn't get it from Shahrukh, though, but there's a bunch of people that started making their own websites based off of Shahrukh, what they were doing, because Shahrukh was mostly Street Fighter and Marvel,
but remember
2D fighters, pretty much.
Remember that Soul Calibur website we were using?
A-Way Run.
It was an offshoot of...
Yeah, they pretty much... I'm not sure if they were quite like a spin-off of Shahrukh, but they definitely took what they were doing and made it for Soul Calibur community. Tekken Zaibatsu is where I did a lot of shit, and that was the same thing.
Zaibatsu, yeah. That's right.
That's where I used to get all my shit from. I'm not sure of the Smash one. I think they probably came out. No, probably a little bit later, but probably again from the same reasons. You know, saw what Shahrukh was doing there, and it's like, hey, let's make our own community for Smash, and that's where you got the Smash forums from. So, like, there's also people are saying there's a lot of history in there too, and also the only thing that is active right now in the Shahrukh forums are the modding part of it, where people want to know how to mod their sticks to work with certain consoles, so they have an arcade feel. That's the only
dope.
That's the only part that's really kind of still alive in the forums right now. Anyways, everyone got upset that they're talking about closing it down. So one of the creators behind it, who was like still operating it, put out a tweet, was like, hey man, like the Shahrukh forums, like you guys just got to give it up unless you guys are willing to help us pay for the $2,000 a month, bill payments.
That's a lot of money, like to keep that shit going. Yeah,
$2,000 a month is what they're paying for bills for like the service, the server space, and all that shit. He's like, unless you guys are willing to kind of put out that money in some way, maybe like Patreon or something like that, then if you're not, then let it go. But that's what we need pretty much. That's why we're closing down. And then they put a poll, and everyone was upset at the way they responded with that comment. So
why are they mad? Why are they mad? Like,
just because of the way he said it, though. I didn't say exactly how he said it, but that's what he was trying to say. But
so maybe he's a little bit more of a dick about them.
Yeah, a little
how
bit.
You said it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So as of right now, they went back up until they can figure out a better way to preserve it. Because that's the main thing everyone's worried about is preserving what's there.
Yeah, the spirit of the fighting game, all the data, all the information.
Exactly, all the history that's on there, all the archives, they want to keep that at the very least. So until they figure that out, they have it up for now. And I think they actually moved it to a different server, so they're not spending so much money on it right now, wherever they have it. But that's something that's going on right now with the fighting game community. So fighting game people, like, come together and think of something.
Figure something
Help
out.
it out. Figure something out, yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, they're going to get rid of it.
All right, connected to fighting game news, Dragon Ball Super's beta launched this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Have you heard anything about that?
I heard people have been having some difficulties trying to get some matches in. Wags, I was talking to Wags the other day. He was saying like he's like sitting there for like an hour just trying to get a match.
Bro, not difficulties is like a super understatement. People are so fucking pissed about this.
I bet, yeah.
My girl's brother was like just trying to get one match.
For reals, yeah.
Whole day. Couldn't get a match, bro. It's like he got an acceptor, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, they don't have their connections figured out for online play or some shit.
But just getting hammered.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. The beta was out for a while, so a lot of people probably have it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's got a lot of problems.
It was open beta, too, so this is awesome, though, but, like, this is what they need to do to fucking make sure the server is going to be working when it first launches.
Because when it launches, it's going to be worse than this. Yeah, so they got to be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're totally right. On the plus side, for every day the beta was not working, they were nice enough to extend the beta. So people still have more time to play it now that they've worked out some of the kinks.
All right, cool.
Yeah, people are actually getting matches now. That's nice,
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, some matches are coming out. So yeah, I would recommend. It's probably too late to download it now, but it's definitely out there. If you have friends, go over their place and try it out.
What system is it? PS4 only, or is it also on Xbox?
I think it's PS4 and Xbox, but the Steam one's not out. There was no beta for the Steam one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
But PS4 and Xbox is a beta out. I mean, you can't get it now, but if you know someone who has it, go for it. Yeah.
All right, cool. And then that's supposed to be dropping the 26th or 28th, some shit like that?
Next games drop on Friday, so next Friday.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
It's right. It's Friday, right? Games drop Friday?
I think
or is it Tuesday? No, albums drop on Tuesday. Games drop on Friday.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Unless you're Nintendo, you drop on Sunday.
This is the 23rd, unless it's the week after. Yeah, because it has to be in January. Yeah, 23rd.
It's the 23rd? I thought it was like 26.
That's a Friday.
26 is a Friday. So maybe it is a Friday. Coming soon.
Coming soon. Dragon Ball Super. Next week sometime, it'll be out. All right. AJ, news?
KOF. I think there's an anime. Was there an anime that just dropped recently?
Oh, recently?
Yeah,
I don't.
Not recently, but like within like the last couple of years or so.
Not that I know of. Oh, yeah, that's right. There was. It came with one of the games. It was like a setup story for one of the games. There is a KOF anime. It's about Kyo.
Maybe that's what it is. Because I heard somewhere that it's getting a second season or a new season. Getting 2 new seasons.
Wait, it was enough for a season? I thought it was like 4 episodes, bro. I didn't know it was that much.
I don't know. I guess there's like a season that exists. Anyways, there's an announcement that whatever anime is out for KOF, there's 2 new seasons about to drop pretty soon. I mean, 2 new seasons are going to be coming out. And a movie to close out the whole series.
Oh, damn. They were not fucking around, huh?
Yeah.
Was it that good?
I don't know. But the story that they're going to be telling with these, seasons in this movie are going to be taking place with Fatal Fury all the way up to KOF 96. So 94, 95, 96.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
damn. They're actually covering the story, huh?
Yeah, so they're retelling the story from the beginning and all that.
Maybe we should watch it because, I feel like that's one reason I'm never attached to KOF is I don't know the story.
Yeah.
Like
same
Tekken,
here.
Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, I know the story roughly. Maybe
Right.
not every game, but I know what it's
For the
about.
most part, yeah.
Like KOF, I honestly don't know what it's
I
about.
don't know what's going on either.
Yeah, I know Geese is dead and he was a dick. That's about all I know. Like somebody killed Terry killed Geese because he was an asshole in one of the previous games, like back in the day. That's literally the only thing I know about
Yeah.
the continuity.
I don't know anything about any of the characters' back stories or anything like that. That's so true.
Right?
But yeah, anime dropping, coming soon, I suppose.
All right.
So something to look out for. You know what it reminds me, I just thought of right now too? That KOF live-action movie that was
What?
released like
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit.
5, 6, 7 years ago by now.
About the same time as Tekken.
Yeah.
It came like a year after Tekken or some shit.
Something like that, yeah. Which Tekken, I forgot about that one. That was pretty interesting too. But yeah, you think we should go looking for that again?
Fuck no.
Let's see how bad it was.
Let's start with the anime.
All right.
Let's not disappoint ourselves early. I always wished, as little side point, Unfocused everybody.
Unfocused.
I really wish they would make a Tekken Force movie.
Tekken Force?
Yeah, make a fucking Tekken Force movie. Give us the story of them fucking trying to take down G Corporation or some shit. Like, I don't know, like make it more interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
have an actual movie that's based off the actual like storyline.
yeah, like, and that way, if it was Tekken Force, it wouldn't feel weird if all of them are in it, or if a lot of them are in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So just focus on like that corporation,
yeah, or
like the whole beef of G Corp and
yeah, maybe have the movie
does
about,
Zaibatsu.
yeah, maybe have the movie about Jin and Xiaoyu, or some of the popular ones and how they're fucking,
Well, we had that one animated movie though that dropped a couple years ago.
which was awesome.
Yeah, which is pretty good,
Yeah,
but it
that
had
was-
nothing to do with the storyline though, and they
Yeah,
introduced a new character.
That was my only problem with it. It was so good, and it captured the spirit of Tekken,
Yeah.
and like the voices were there.
Yeah.
But it didn't have anything to do with the story. Like, and if you didn't know the story, it was really confusing. I mean, obviously I knew, so I wasn't tripping. But
Right.
I was watching, I was like, man, if I didn't know anything, I'd be really fucking confused right now. Like, because they make little side jokes with Panda and fucking Xiaoyu and shit like that. And you're just
Yeah.
like, anyway.
That's true. And then the one thing that got me though was that new character they introduced. Like, okay, why are you introducing this new character for no
Has
reason?
nothing- he's not even
you
in the
have
game.
A full roster of like 50 characters that you could have used, and you decide to make a new one and confuse us even more.
Tekken, bro. But
Yeah, but at least that was a lot better than the live action and that first animated one.
oh hell yeah. Oh god.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
You are weak.
you
All
are
right.
weak.
In other news, so Kyogre is coming to Pokemon Go.
Oh, he's already here.
Oh shit, he's here now.
He's already here.
Oh right, this is 2 weeks ago news. So yes, Kyogre's at Pokemon Go.
Yeah, he just dropped like earlier this week, I believe.
I heard he's pretty fucking hard to find.
I don't know. He's a raid boss. So right now, Groudon was the raid boss.
Yeah,
The current legendary raid boss that's going on right now, and then he's got replaced with
with Kyogre.
Kyogre. I keep wanting to call him Kyrogue because Kyrogue based
I
his
know
name off
because it's all fucked up and
Yeah.
yeah.
fucking Kyrogue.
Bitch ass Kyogre.
But he so it's just a normal legendary raid boss, which are not that hard to find. So I don't know what to say about it. I heard he's like one of the hardest ones to catch though.
Okay, that's something.
I think I've heard that. One thing I've been hearing though is these EX raids. EX raids, yeah, they're beyond legendary. EX raids are for currently right now only Mewtwo.
Oh shit!
You have to be invited to it, and when you get invited to it, you get this pass that says, "Hey, this day, this time, this place is where you want to come
What?
for your opportunity to catch a Mewtwo." But people don't know how to get this fucking raid pass.
Yeah, how do you get it? Have you looked into it?
People have all these theories of how it should work. Actually, even Niantic even said this is how you are more likely to get a raid pass. You have to go do a raid at a certain gym, or at a certain gym a lot, pretty much. That's the main gist of it. Go to a gym, spin the stop there, be active at that gym, and when there's a raid happening there, be at that raid, do that raid. And then you'll be more likely to get an invite in the future when an EX Mewtwo raid comes through at this spot.
I guess. I mean, that
But everyone, there's certain
more likely
people,
doesn't mean guaranteed. It's just kind of like fucked up.
there's a lot of actual players who are like dedicated to this game, who play it every day, all the time. Certain people have camped out at known areas that are going to be EX raids in the future, or have been in the past, because people have been keeping tabs on them and shit, and they notice an EX raid always happens at this gym when it does happen. Like, nowhere else around this area do they happen.
Oh, so it's select gyms, basically.
Yeah, so people already kind of figured out which gyms will become EX raids. They just don't know when it would happen. So they know that much. So with that knowledge, people, pretty much camp at those fucking raid spots whenever they become raided and always
God
do them
damn,
to increase their chances, right? And they never get their passes. People who only showed up there once for one raid get a pass. People who showed up maybe a few times here and there, maybe come visit every once in a while, have gotten passes. But some people that are there like every single time a raid happens have not gotten the pass yet.
Is it truly random?
I'm guessing it's
truly random?
I'm thinking it's completely random. But Nanta said to increase your chances, so
yeah,
you
that
would
makes
think,
it sound like it's not random.
Yeah, you
right?
would. Yeah, you would think, unless they're like raffles, like oh yeah, you get a raffle ticket every time.
Or maybe they mean statistically, you can increase your chances by doing it because technically that's not a lie.
True.
Statistically, you would increase your chances if it's totally random.
I mean, I guess so. But yeah, so I mean, that's one thing that's been kind of going right now. I think some people have been talking about they think they have been able to force an EX raid to happen at certain locations, and the game gets so more in depth where to the point where people are researching how Google Maps works, and you know how it's, how the world is round, right?
I've heard.
Okay, so. But when Google Maps does their satellite imaging and mapping of the world, they take pictures of it, and those pictures are presented to us in a flat image, right? Okay. Therefore, making those squares kind of not squared, more like in a rectangular or
like a cube?
Some kind of cube shape that's kind of slanted in a way.
Okay.
So people have learned to find those map points and break them down so much that they can predict what gyms are which gyms and why they're gyms and why they're Pokestops and where these EX rages.
People really have no fucking shit to do with their life?
People research this shit,
dude. There's fuck?
There's people dedicated to this shit. They break it down that much, but with all that knowledge, they can't figure out how these EX raids happen still, just because it's so fucking random.
What's up with the fucking the math puzzle? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but anyways, that's just something I want to throw out there that's been going on with Pokemon Go, aside from Kyogre
All right, yeah,
being now available. That. I wonder who they're going to do next, because Kyogre, Groudon are Gen 3s. I guess we got Rayquaza.
The green one, Rayquaza.
Yeah, Rayquaza, yeah. I guess you can do him next. And then I'm guessing they're saving like Mew, Mewtwo, Celebi, Deoxys for EX.
Yeah, probably. That makes what about the dogs?
Which ones? Oh, the Beast? They already happened.
Okay, cool.
We already got the Legendary Birds, Legendary Dogs already happened.
I don't keep up, so you gotta keep me up.
The Reggies, where are the Reggies from? The Reggies from...
the one after.
4? Okay, so the 4th gen?
Yeah.
So Diamond and Pearl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... I'm not even sure if they're done releasing all Gen 3 Pokemon yet, to be honest, because I have not been playing. I've not been keeping up on what's going on with that.
You're my only plug to Pokemon Go, man. Come on now.
Yeah, it's kind of... there's so much going on now that I don't really have time to actually go out and venture like I used to.
Because that's a mission. Like, you got to really fucking plan a Pokemon raid or plan going out to fucking adventure for Pokemon.
If I wanted to, I could do it, but then if I want to do it right, I got to go onto some forums or go into Facebook groups or something like that.
See where shit's happening.
And see where people are posting, like, yo, raid's going on, we're all going to meet up here. Because if I just go to a random one, I'm not going to... It's luck of the draw if I'm going to find someone already there or not.
I feel you. All right. Hey, in other news, this is my last piece of news, actually.
Oh, okay. By the way, Leon Leo in chat says the Reggies are Ruby and Sapphire. Reggie Gigas was in 4. He was in
Diamond and Pearl. In 4. Were the Reggies were in 3?
All right, so I guess Reggies are the next thing to look forward to, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we have a Pokedex right here already open still.
It was 3, because I remember that's where I started to get confused when the Reggies came in, actually.
And I didn't play too much of that, too. Yeah, there's Latios and Latias as well. Yeah, the Reggies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jirachi. Fuck, there was a lot of random fucking legendaries in 3rd gen. But yeah, they got the Reggies, Latios.
Isn't Heatran the legendary?
Heatran was for sure 4, because he had his own special volcano and shit.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I remember that. But yeah, for the next gen, just to kind of prepare you, the fucking pixel thingy, Uxie, Misprit, Zelf, I forgot what they call them, the Misprits, Dialga, Palkia, Heatran, Regigigas, Garatina, Cresselia, Fione, Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus, all for 4th gen.
There's a lot coming next year, basically.
Arceus, dude.
Either late this year or early next year, there's a lot of shit coming, right? Basically.
Probably late this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, hey, my last piece of news.
Mm-hmm. And I got one more as well, so that's awesome.
Perfect. NBC ordered a Bad Boys TV show.
They had one. There was a TV show for Bad Boys.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm serious. Yeah, there's a Bad Boy TV show already. So what, did they greenlight a second season then?
No, it says a brand new show. It's a brand new spin-off Bad Boys TV show based off the movies. It's originated from Bad Boys 2 specifically. It spins off from that movie.
Or maybe I already heard about this and it hasn't released yet.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I heard it was already coming.
Yeah, but so now it's official. They have writers. It's going to have writer Brandon Margolis and Brandon Sonnier.
Why two Brandons?
Weird, right? They're the guys who write the show Blacklist. I don't know. They're a team
Okay.
already. They're already a team.
Team Brandon. Okay.
Team Brandon,
Bad
yeah.
Boy Brandon. Okay, I get it.
You see where they're going with this,
Yeah,
right?
triple B's there, okay.
And
Quadruple, I guess.
there's no details as to where the story's going to go or what it's called, but it's official that that's happening. A Bad Boys TV show. I love Bad Boys, but I don't know if I want to watch a fucking show about it, bro.
Yeah, and are they gonna? Is it gonna be like a Bad Boys like within the same universe, or will it be the exact same characters?
It's a spin-off from Bad Boys 2.
So a spin-off, okay.
But there's no other information other than that. It might be about different cops in the same universe. It could be about
Yeah,
maybe
exactly,
just Martin Lawrence. You know, I don't know.
I
We
don't
don't
think,
know.
I doubt Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are going to be part of it.
I don't know. Will Smith got on Bright. I didn't expect that either.
True, which was something else too. And then also, like I don't know how I feel about these TV shows based off movies, like Limitless.
Watchmen. Like,
Watchmen?
why are we doing this? Like,
I mean, I
that's
guess
why-
it's a thing though. So people do
That's
it.
why we made the movies. You know, like that was the whole point.
So NBC's doing this. You said right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
All right. Unfocused week. Oh, yeah,
but
you have one more news,
I got
right?
one more, but also I want to ask you about this Black Lightning.
Oh, the TV show on CW?
Yeah. Who is that based on? Is that like an actual thing, or is this an original?
So it's a funny story because originally he was called Supervolt. I'm
No,
not fucking around.
this is
I'm,
him?
I'm fucking serious. This is
Okay,
him.
this is Super Bowl.
Yeah, this is Supervolt.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so they made that joke in Harvey Birdman because that's what really happened in the
Yeah.
comic books. He was Supervolt, and they changed him to Black Lightning at some point.
I thought it was Black Vulcan.
Oh, yeah, it was Black Vulcan.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's what, was it Black Vulcan? But anyway, they're the same character, basically. And so, yeah, it's a TV show on CW. It takes place in Earth 4, because Earth 2 is Supergirl, and Earth 4, I believe, is the Flash? No. Earth 2 is Supergirl, Earth 3 is the Flash.
You just broke up on a whole new thing I never knew about.
Yeah, so whenever they cross over, they're crossing dimensions. Whenever you see Supergirl on Flash or trailers for that, they're crossing dimensions because they don't even exist in the same Earth.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is something that the CW shows are doing
Uh-huh.
with the different Earths.
Mhm.
Because I heard of like Earth 2 and Earth 1 and all that shit before in the comics universe.
Wait, here's how it is. Flash and Arrow exist in Earth 1. They're TV shows.
Okay.
Earth 1, right?
All right.
Earth 2 is where some shit happens in the Flash that is, you see in the show. They go to Earth 2 eventually, and that's Earth 2.
Okay.
Earth 3 is where Supergirl happens, and Earth 4 is where Black Lightning happens.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they're getting deep. They're getting deep with it. There will probably be a crossover at some point, but they said
Okay.
they wanted to separate it.
And that was my question. Is he DC or not? That's what I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this a new character? Is this supposed to be Static Shock and they're making it more grown up now? Like, what's going on?
But you know it, he might have came from that company that fucking with all black
so
superheroes.
this Black Lightning guy might have came from that?
I have to look into it though.
He is black, so...
Yeah, like I told you,
Maybe.
it was all black superheroes, but it just sounds weird they would use two black characters.
Which
with
what you're
electricity.
saying right now was told to me off the show. So do you want to quickly
Nah,
let the
we'll talk
viewers
about it
or
another time.
listeners? Okay.
I'll do
that's
some
fine.
research and then we'll really talk about it next episode.
Okay.
All right, last
Write it
news.
down. My last news
I will write it down.
is Overwatch. The Overwatch League is happening, and it's gotten 10 million viewers in its first week. And this is the whole league. This league right now, I was kind of like doing some quick research on it, checking out what's going on, and it's like football. They have 16 teams or 12 teams. I think it's 16
God damn that many?
or it's 12. I can't remember exactly. It's either 16 or 12 teams. All
different star players separated and shit.
all having like 6 or more players, yeah. And they're based off certain cities. These are city-based teams. LA has 2 teams. We have the Valence and the I forgot the other team. It was the team I was watching the most too, and I can't remember what they are. Anyways, we have Gladiators, I think is what it was. And then there's like a Houston team. There's like a Florida somewhere team. I think there's a Shanghai team too.
Damn, bro.
So we had all these random teams throughout the U.S. and other parts of the world, and then they all compete in Overwatch. And remember that Blizzard studio that they were creating here in Burbank?
Yeah.
This is where their league matches, Overwatch league matches are happening.
I think I knew that they were going to be there. I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think we talked about it on the show like a
Okay.
few months ago when it was first announced and all that. But yeah, so that's currently going on, and it's a whole thing where like they compete against each other, and they'll play like a few matches, and then they'll get points based off of it, and they have divisions and all that too.
Is this aired on ESPN yet?
No, it's right now. It's on Twitch. I'm not sure if it's going to be doing some ESPN stuff or not. I haven't heard anything about that. But anyways, the other thing I want to mention about this was the main story I wanted to go over was about the story of this teen who was actually his dad pulled him out of high school just so he can start playing professionally.
Wow. Hey, that's the coolest dad of all time.
Right? This kid, he was like, he kind of suffers from like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. So he never really liked school or going to school. And like everything like he was told to do is kind of like whatever about it, and like just didn't care about things. You know, he's like kind of one of those kids. But Overwatch was the main thing, or like just video games was like the thing he can attach himself to and feel like he was something or somebody. You know, everything else though is just kind of like, yeah, like this is not me. Like I'm just, you know, it's not my thing pretty much, right? Sports and whatnot, making other friends and all that, you know?
Yeah.
And his dad was always against video games. He was a whole, video games cause violence and all that shit, right?
So it was a big move for him to fucking do that.
So over time, he got to see that his son was like, you know,
He was the
more
shit.
focused, yeah, in these video game thing, and he saw that he was making friends online and stuff like that. So he's like, you know, and then he started hearing about all these, you know, things happening in video game where people are like, you know, joining tournaments.
Becoming
I'm sure.
pros, yeah.
So he's like, you know what? Maybe I should let him do this because this is the only thing he's actually ever liked and seemed to be good at, and he has a passion for this. And it's like, let's go ahead and try this out. So he let him drop out of school and just focus to the point where the dad was actually letting him play like 16 hours a day. The dad would have the fridge stocked with like snacks and drinks for him.
Hey, if you're gonna
He
do
would
it,
take care of the dishes and all that.
if you're gonna do it, you gotta go hard.
Yeah,
don't
seriously,
fuck
yeah.
around.
And then now this kid is playing for one of these Overwatch leagues.
Damn.
I think he's playing for the Houston team or some shit
Is he
like
a
that.
captain?
I'm not sure if he's a captain, but he's one of the main DPS players
That's
on the
fucking
team.
Sick, dude.
So one of those Cinderella stories, I guess, in
Yeah,
some way.
there you go.
But yeah, just some crazy shit with that. So there's a little story for the Overwatch League, which I'm not sure if I want to check out or not. Like I want to watch it, but I'm not sure what's going on, and I get motion sick.
Yeah, you don't want that in your life, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's quickly do the Unfocused weeks. For me, still haven't finished this Avengers comic, so I want to finish that. I want to watch Bright. I definitely want to look into more of this Loba. Is that what it's called? The new Nintendo cardboard shit?
Labo.
Labo. I want to look more into that. And,
Should we drop some money on a Labo set?
hey, I'm down, man. We can go half on it.
I gotta find some more information on that, how it exactly works.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's the main thing. Keep playing StarCraft. I've been finally getting better at that. That's the main... Oh, and finish that TV show Magicians. I'm almost done with it. So.
Season 2?
Yeah, season 2.
Oh man,
I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm halfway through it.
halfway through it.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah,
It's
I
way
want
better.
to jump on that. But I'm pretty sure I'll be jumping on that as soon as me and Cars are done watching Turtles. We're in the last season, season 5. And the next episode I saw is called Yojimbo, or Yojimbo.
What? The
Yeah.
samurai bunny?
Yeah, Usagi.
Fuck yeah.
So because I know he's in the season, and I haven't seen it yet. But then the next episode coming up was titled with his name in it. I'm like, oh, it's finally going to happen.
Shit.
So that shit's exciting. Also, the last season was so fucking crazy because they did so many things that you've seen in the movies and other TV shows, and they made certain references. But remember, quick spoiler, remember at the end of the first Turtles movie, Shredder falls into a trash can?
Yeah.
Casey Jones is there, pulls it in, is like, oops.
Yeah.
They do that whole Casey scene with the trash can.
No!
where he's crying,
Are you
and he pulls
serious?
it, he's like, oops. So they do a lot of shit just like that throughout the end of season 4
Hey,
of Turtles.
I don't care how good the next Turtles show is. I think this is the all-time best Ninja Turtle show.
You know, we didn't see that one that was on CW, Kids WB, or whatever.
the one they
it
crossed
was.
over with,
Or
right?
4Kids Entertainment, whatever.
The one they crossed over with, right?
No, not even. Actually, there was no crossover with them. No, because
Didn't these guys cross over with them?
mm-mm.
Who'd they cross over with?
they the Nickelodeon one crossed over with the original 80s
Oh, that's who it was.
and the
okay.
comic book, the original comic book. So those are two separate universes. We know this Nickelodeon one is a separate universe. The Next Mutation live fucking Fox shit was its own universe.
Yeah, I know. All of them are their own universe.
Yeah, every single one is its own universe. And now the one I'm talking about, the 4Kids Entertainment one that was on WB, that's its own universe.
I never got to that one.
Never seen it either, but I heard it's pretty good too. But I'm not sure how good it is. I'm not sure if it's like the best one or not, but I heard it was pretty good.
I feel like this one's the best one. This one got everything, bro.
Yeah, like
they got everything.
yeah, it's pretty sick, and it's pretty different too. And now since they revealed that it's all its own universes and things can act differently, I'm more accepting of all the weird changes they do, like how
Venus.
Casey and April are kids, and
Venus
and April is on some other level shit later on too.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, just all the random little things. Like, I'm more accepting of it, but then I like how they sprinkle in other shit that are references to older movies or older episodes.
They have a pet turtle, fucking like that.
Yeah.
Like someone's got a picture of Venus in the fucking wall, but she's not really.
Toka's a character. He's not what we saw him as in the second movie, but he is a character.
Toka is in Toka and Razor?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So Toka's a thing. And what they do with him was crazy, but he's nothing like what he was in the live-action second movie. So yeah, they do a lot of things like that, which I was pretty crazy. But anyways, watching more of that, and also playing more Stardew Valley, and I'll probably get back into some StarCraft again too.
I recommend Seven Deadly Sins, man. If you can add it to your fucking Unfocused week, you're gonna love the show. It's good.
I want to start watching Magicians, so as soon as we're done with Turtles, our plan was to start watching Magicians.
You got a plan, but somewhere in there, you should put Seven Deadly Sins in there. It's a good show. It's all on Netflix. 20 minutes an episode, bro.
And then I want to figure out more about how to use this controller.
Oh yeah,
this Steam controller. I want to get it working with Tomb Raider, because before I stopped actually playing Tomb Raider, I was actually playing for like a good 10 minutes, and I wasn't getting motion stick right away. So I'm like, okay, I think I've tapped into where I need it. Got to tweak it just a little bit more to get the buttons right where I want them, but I think I'm almost there with that. And then once I get that down, then I can just replicate it. Oh, also the other cool thing about the Steam controller is you can have different controller profiles for each game.
I kind of figured from what you told me that was going to be possible, actually.
Yeah, so that's a thing
you
too,
can
which
set
is
it
crazy.
for this game.
Oh, some cons really quick. The one thing I fucking hate, you had to use Steam Big Picture mode to get the full functionality of it.
Fuck that. Are you serious?
So it needs to be open. It's just Steam open to the full screen. That's all it is.
No, but that's annoying.
But it's kind of annoying to go ahead and have to open that part just so that
every time.
Every time, yeah. And sometimes there's some glitches where even though you have it open, some of the menu buttons just kind of disappear for a second. So you got to enter a menu and then exit just to get all the menu stuff back. And then sometimes it doesn't save. I don't know. It gets confused sometimes. So like once I get it working, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to touch anything anymore. It's working. I got to leave it like that. But that's the only thing I fucking hate about it. Other than that, it's fucking awesome.
Right, hopefully I'll have more updates for you next week. Thank you everybody for enjoying this episode 173 Cleffa. Don't forget to visit our main website, collision28.com.
That's right.
Download us on iTunes for free.
I look for Unfocused Podcasts when you're doing that. Or just go to collision28.com, look for that Unfocused Podcast link, and there should be some links in there to get you to iTunes and Android and all that.
Or YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah, follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us, youtube.com/UnfocusedPodcast. Of course, catch us live, twitch.tv/collision28. Twitter,
yeah, at collision28 or at Unfocused28.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
We'll be back next time. Whenever that may be.